Hey, hey, hey! I hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. It's your favorite remote work enthusiast, Delilah. And you guys, I missed y'all so much. And I am back. And if you're like, Delilah, you left, why'd you leave us? What happened? Well, sometimes you have to sit down for 7 days before you can get back to what you do. Okay. And it wasn't my choice. The choice was taken from me. But here I am. And I am on my best behavior now. Internet, you hear that? I'm on my best behavior. No more problems out of me. So, anywho, we are back. I have part time, I have two part time roles, and I have some beginner friendly career opportunities that I know y'all are going to enjoy. So, I'm going to get into the details as much as I can, and we're going to get into all of these details right now. But first things first, take care of business by hitting that subscribe button and tapping that notification bell and selecting all. That way, YouTube tells you every time I post sometimes. And they have like a new button or something down there. I don't know, click that, see what happens. But yeah, we're here and we're about to jump in right now. All right, you guys, like I said, I'm back and I'm better than ever. We're gonna get into these leads because time is of the essence. Now, jumping on in here, the first company that I want to spotlight is called Centerline. And this is a new to this channel company. We can see like in the background, like a lineman, and it looks like that's what this company is involved in. It looks like they're involved in infrastructure. And I have a public policy minor, and infrastructure is something that I love, as geeky as that sounds. I really love it. So if you go over to their Glassdoor, you will see a lot of helpful information about this company. Major company, 1,001 to 5,000 employees, founded in 2006, and they are in like telecommunications, infrastructure, that kind of thing. Now, to navigate to their careers, they have it at the top. We're just going to select that. And then from here, we can learn more about the company, their values. We can see some of the pictures of, people who work there and kind of what it would look like to be a part of the organization. So that is awesome. And so we're just going to select browse open positions. And so now we are able to see what they have available, and you can further narrow down your search over here. And I'm going to get into one in particular. So jumping on in, this is for their benefits coordinator position. This is available US wide. This is a regular full-time role and it's in their HR department. And if you're like, Delilah, I've never done that before, I'm not, qualified to do this. Well, they tell us down here what you'll need: a high school diploma, an associate's or bachelor's degree in HR, business, or related field preferred. So of course, folks who have, an associate's or a bachelor's are going to have a leg up on the competition, but you don't have to have that. And you don't necessarily have to be familiar with this industry. If you are, wonderful. But they also let us know that internships count towards experience. And they also let us know that they want someone who's curious for learning HR inside and out, detail-oriented, strong communication skills, comfortable using Microsoft Office, experience with HRIS systems like UKG is a plus but not required, and a high level of professionalism and respect for confidentiality. So this is a great opportunity, you guys, and I just want to point out, not only are they gonna, give you great benefits and all of that, this is one of those rare types of roles where a company knows that you might not come from an HR background and they're willing to work with you. You don't see very many of these at all. And for my folks who have been trying to get into HR, someone asked me about a month ago to share something like this. You already know, okay? You already know. And for the folks who know, they're running, okay? They're running. So if you're interested, then I will put my best foot forward. And you guys know we've got you covered with the remote resume builder software. This is where you can create ATS optimized resume and cover letters. We have a lot of templates, and the point of the templates is to have something to work off of. Okay, templates are there to give you ideas about how to phrase what you've done and make what you've done appealing to your future, opportunity. So it's not about just taking it as it is, it's about using it and making it into what you need it to be. And everything is done in the software. So we've got a 5-step wizard. You'd have your template over here and you can keep what you want to keep, change what you want to change. If you want to start from scratch, you can, but why would you? And then boom, you're ready to download and be on your merry way. And you can try it out for just $1 during our 7-day try before you buy trial. And after that, it's only $37 per month. And it's super easy to use. And this is just a sampler. The template that I would work off of is the HR template, which you won't see listed here. But when you sign up and log into your own private dashboard that'll look just like this, it'll already be in there. We have a lot more that's not listed here. So when you log in, go to the search bar, and what you want to type into the search bar is HR, and you'll see it. So you'll just go to my resumes, you'll type into search HR, and boom, you'll see the template. So now let's move on to the next lead. So jumping on into the next company, this one is called Union Home Mortgage. And this is another new to this channel company. And you guys, I noticed something. I notice a lot of things all the time, but I noticed that there were quite a few similar opportunities. So I wonder what's going on here, but I saw quite a few mortgage companies today. And so if you go over to their Glassdoor, you'll see that this is a very well received company, large company at that, and they've been around since 1970. So that is awesome to see. Now to navigate to their careers, we just want to scroll down to the bottom, and under company, you'll see where it says careers. And then from here, you can see more about their story, company culture, all sorts of really great things that the company offers, which is awesome. We want a company we can grow with. And so to see what they have available, we're just going to click there. And so now we're able to see what they have. There's one lead in particular that I want to get into. So jumping on in, this is for their government insuring specialist entry-level role. And this role lets us know that the government insuring specialist is responsible for insuring all loans with FHA, VA, USDA within 30 days of closing. All loans must be reviewed to guarantee the loan meets agency guidelines. And so they don't get into a lot about, what it would take to qualify. They say high school diploma or equivalent, and then they just sort of go back to the duties. So I know this one doesn't give us a lot to go off of as far as exactly what are they looking for? So if you are interested, I definitely would put my best foot forward. It certainly wouldn't hurt. And, best case scenario, they reach out to you. And I think this would be a great career opportunity. So if you're interested in, mortgage and, that industry, I would put my best foot forward, again, using the remote resume builder software. And being that this one would, require you to handle a lot of paperwork and a lot of different things, I think building off of the administrative coordinator resume template would be the way to go. And we've got you covered not just with the resume templates, but with the cover letter templates. So in the software, you'll see where the cover letter templates are, and we have templates galore. So I would just pair that admin resume template with the admin coordinator cover letter template and be on my merry way. And now let's move on to the next company. So jumping on into the next company, this company is called Nelnet, and I have shared them before on my channel multiple times. It's been a little while. And this company, they kind of have their hands in quite a few things. You may be familiar with them for their hand in the education space. So if you go to their Glassdoor, you can learn more about them. Huge company, 5,001 to 10,000 employees, and it seems like people like them well enough. So to get to their careers, they have it at the top for us. I'm just going to select careers, and then from here, I'm going to click here. And there's a lot of ways to learn more about them. You can watch this and hear what, some folks have to say and see, kind of what it's like to, be with the company. But I'm just going to click right there, and then boom, now I see what they have available. And you can, further customize your search. I'm going to get into one lead need right now. So jumping on in, this is for their part-time assistant account manager position. And this starts very soon on December 1st. It is an evening and Saturday hours role. You guys already know that this is going to get gobbled up. Now, what they let us know is that you are going to be part of a community invested in you as an individual and united by our mission to create opportunities for people where they live, learn, and work. You'll respond to incoming phone calls and emails, resolve various issues related to their account, and provide follow-up on inquiries. Also make phone calls and send emails associated with account research and problem resolution. So, you're going to be that go-to person managing the accounts. So this opportunity gives us the details of when they start, December 1st. They give us some other important details. The training is Monday through Friday, 12 to 9 Central Time for 4 weeks. I believe that is 1 to 10 East Coast time. And this is one of those rare times that training is not during traditional business hours. Okay. It's very rare that it will ever fall out of like 9 to 5 or 8 to 4. So this is different. And then once you are done with training, the hours are going to be Saturday, 8 to 2 p.m. Central Time, plus flexible shifts Monday through Friday, 3 to 9 p.m. Central Time. So, you're looking at about 20 to 30 hours weekly. And to qualify, you need a high school diploma. And it's nice if you have at least 2 years of college or technical school, like, that's like an associate's or, something like that. But you don't have to. So this is a great opportunity, y'all. I know everyone's always looking for part-time. If you are interested in this role, I would put my best foot forward. And you guys know we've got you covered with the remote resume builder software. So you can go for either the customer service one or the administrative coordinator template. You can't go wrong there. So now let's move on to the next company. And so jumping on into the next company, this company is called Zonda. And this company is another one that's kind of like in the housing industry. If you head over to their Glassdoor, you can see that this is another big company. And they were formerly known as Myers Research Hanley Wood Metro Study. And they provide data-driven housing market solutions to the home building and multifamily industries. So, there's a lot of research that goes into real estate. And it seems like people really enjoy this company. So jumping on in, if we go to the little hamburger icon over there to the right, you'll see where they have it say careers. And from here, you can learn more about the company, their culture, what they have going on, which is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and select this. And so now I'm able to see what they have available, and I'm going to get into another part-time role. So jumping on in here, this is for their part-time residential research analyst opportunity. And they let us know that in this role, you're going to be working part-time. And it says this position offers a flexible schedule and the ability to work from home. The part-time research analyst will be responsible for updating a database of actively selling new home communities in various U.S. markets, primarily through outbound calls. You will work 25 to 29 hours per week with the flexibility to set your own schedule within defined parameters to ensure the job gets done. You must be professional, focused, friendly, detail-oriented, and able to update community records on a timely basis. Applicants must be comfortable making calls as much as this job is conducting phone surveys with sales agents for home builders. And so they get more into the details of what they just explained, but you're going to be doing research, and part of that is having to place calls. So you can't be allergic to a phone. And to qualify, you need to have experience, preferably with making calls, understanding of residential real estate, or at least willing to learn, strong attention to detail and solid research skills, strong verbal and written communication skills, excellent time management skills, reliable self-starter, and access to a computer, the internet, and a phone. So this is the opportunity, you guys, and I thought this was a great one, especially with it, looking like it can be pretty flexible, okay? And so if you're like, Delilah, I love this, then I would put my best foot forward, and, I would call on that administrative coordinator template again. And remember, we never submit the same resume twice. All of the leads that we looked at that we would want to use that template for, they were all looking for a little something different. That's why the software is so helpful, because it asks you the questions and you just put the answer. So customizing is as simple as going in, hitting duplicate, and then the edit button. You go in, you change what you want to change, keep what you want to keep, and then boom, you are ready to download. So try out the software, you guys. I think you're going to love it. Link is in the description box below. Next up on the resources list is Extra Leads Club. This helps you save time and get results. And you guys, these companies were all featured in today's roundup in Extra Leads Club app. So if you're like, Delilah, I am busy at work all the time. I just don't feel like it when I get home to, do what I need to do for my job search. Try Extra Leads Club. I think this is going to help you out because we had about 40 of the hottest remote opportunities every single weekday, and you can see what you need to see at a glance. So link is also in the description box below, and you can try it out for just $1 during our 7-day try before you buy trial, and it's only 10 buckaroos per month. And last but certainly not least is my Amazon storefront. I receive a tiny commission if you purchase anything from here. So this is just to be helpful to let you know what the equipment may look like. And I'm always talking about the computers. They have so many great packages on Amazon. Always check the company specs and then check out, what Amazon has available. And I have, an Amazon computer and it does what I need it to do. So check out my Amazon storefront. Consider joining Extra Leads Club today for more hot leads, and consider getting your application using the remote resume builder software. As soon as you sign up, we're going to send you your login. You're going to have your own private dashboard and you're going to be on your merry way. So thank you guys so much for watching. I truly hope this has been helpful and I will talk to you soon. Bye.